Hello there, this is a Lexus SC300 with a factory manual transmission. Now, I'm doing this video because if you've looked for these cars at all online, you will know that you cannot find them. You cannot find a review or like POV drive of just a stock SC300 that isn't 1J swapped, GTE swapped, or making 600 horsepower. So I just picked this up recently, and I just want to give prospective buyers just like a good look at this car because you can't find it. So let's start with what I'm pretty sure everyone wants to talk about. That 2JZ, and I apologize, this car has a few things wrong with it. It is not a perfect example, so hood shocks don't work, trunk shocks don't work, stuff like that. But 2JZ GE powertrain, this is a 92, so it's the non-VVTi. Not much to say, honestly. The oil pan has the spot you can drill if you want to put a turbo on it, so that's cool. But yeah, solid powertrain. I drove like 2,000 miles immediately after buying it. Did not skip a beat. In its stock form, this is quite a lovely powertrain. Now, in terms of cargo space, it's not as bad as I thought, but like there's a few weird things. Looking at this, you'll see it's an electronic trunk release, and if this is pushed in, this is locked. That means it will not do anything, and I got it like that. It was locked when I got it, so I thought my trunk latch was broken. But what you gotta do is you gotta take your driver key and fiddle it in there, and then just twist it and pop it out, and then you can flip it and it'll pop right open. Yeah, it's honestly a good sized trunk. Like, I could easily lay in here in the fetal position. We got our 12 CD disc changer. Lift up the floor mat. We got another mat under the floor mat, and our spare donut, tire jack, all that jazz. This gutters out water pretty good, so you can pop this open in the rain, no problem. But yeah, keyhole right there for the trunk. Right here, another weird thing, we got this switch for remote lock. You can just toggle remote lock on and off. Now, if I pull out my key, we can see that it's got a button for remote lock, but I can't get it to work, so I just leave it off just so no one can carjack my car. But I don't know if this fob is broken or like it's a different fob, because I've seen like the 05 4Runner fob used on these, so I don't know. But we've got the awesome vent that just blows into your lap / crotch area. It's honestly really nice because you can just move your knees right in the way. So my knees always get cold while I'm driving, so I can just move my knees in the way and like I can get my legs warm. Super nice. Power seats on a 92, really crazy, but they are there. These all work. It's got 2 presets, really nice. Heated seats, which is really fun for a 92 again. But check out the passenger side just because it is a little wonky. So seated in about the same height as the driver, the footwell is really short. I do not know why, but it is it's really bad. So to compensate, you have to like scoot back into most of your, like all the way back, mostly into your rear passenger seats for any like good foot room. Yeah, don't mind the very broken door, but yeah, it's a passenger seat. Glove box, there's no airbag, only the driver airbag. This pops open right here, which is really funny. Oh my goodness. Comically large window switches. Like, this is like the width of a normal window switch. It's just huge. I love it. It's so funny. Yeah, that's that. These 92s, I don't know if every 92 didn't have this or what, but this is a butterfly cup holder on most of the SCs. But for whatever reason, in these early models and various models, I don't know if it was an aftermarket option or whatnot, but this one does not have that cup holder. And if you want to install it, you like pull out this little brown trim. It's not too hard, but it's really dumb. Now, glove box, it's fine. Like, you can put stuff in there. Now, this cup holder, not only is this latch really flimsy and it's really funny, but this is really small. I probably want to get this cup holder installed. It's like 50 bucks. You can find them on eBay because this is so small. Like, I have my mountain biking water bottle that I always use. Where is it? It's somewhere back here. Oh, I bet it slipped into the seat. I'm gonna need to cut this. Okay, I have my mountain biking water bottle and it does not fit. This is like the skinniest fluid holding thing I have and it does not fit. So, good thing this is essentially just a two-seater, so you can just throw stuff back here, but it's really dumb. I don't know what's up with that. These headrests are really fun. They've got 3 clicks of forward tilt, and then it pops right back. Now, this driver's side, broken, so let's get out and look at the passenger one because it actually works. Now, it's really, really dumb because Lexus designed it so the latch you like push is inside of this leather. And I'm gonna need to get this one replaced. And I need to take it to an upholstery shop because they're the only guys who can like cut in the seams and get in there. So that's really dumb. But as we can see, you gotta squeeze. I don't even know where I'm squeezing, man. Oh, I found it. Okay, here it is. It's like right there. You push it and it goes up and down like you would expect. Right, boom. Yeah, there's a total of like 1 latch point and that's essentially it because 90s cars and safety. Again, that front tilt, really nice. Focus RS has that too. I really appreciate it because it really helps different head sizes. I wish more modern cars did it. Now, back seats. It is not as bad as you'd expect. Just scoot forward. It's a little, so we're a little, I'm frying these carpets. I'm gonna get it detailed anyway, but mildly annoying front leg space, right? Pull latch. This seat is electronic, which is sick. So it just slides right forward. And this seat belt is on a rail, so compared to like my friend's Mustang where it's like attached up here and you gotta like pull it out, you can just slide down here, get back in there nice and easy. Now this back seat, really not bad. I'm sitting behind myself, right? I'm like 5'10". I have some knee room and some foot room, and like you can negotiate that. I don't know what's up with this. They're like little plastic inserts to help the seat belts stay up, I guess. I road tripped in this car, 3 people. I'm the shortest. The other 2 guys were like 6'1", 6'2". They both sat back here, and this is arguably one of the comfiest seats in the car. Like, it's got a decent bucket. This is like in just the right spot. There's a decent amount of headroom because of the sunroof, so it just stays pretty flat most of the way back. The GoPro's getting a little bonked, but whatever. But yeah, really not bad. I'm sitting back here. You can hit this little foot switch and I'll kick it forward. Exit decently graceful for a rear seat of a sports car. We got our awesome Lexus double hinge door things that are insanely over engineered, but you gotta love it. Super cool. So, I think we've done enough talking. Let's get to driving. I love that. You like push the key in and it just moves into place. Also, see, oh, I bumped the camera, but steering wheel is also controlled by these, so you can move it around, right? And then, oh my goodness, that's so cool. You got your temp right here, volume right here, single zone climate control, which is 92. You got your cigarettes, because if they knew how to do one thing right in the 90s, it was smoke. But yeah, that's I still don't know how these work. But yeah, clutch in. Startups are somewhat inconsistent in terms of just length. They're like a little goofy, but don't worry about it. The seat belts are a little odd. This is just a random quirk, Doug DeMuro style. It's got this like, what is this? I don't know. It's like upside down and then it goes right side. It's really odd. I didn't even know if you can see that because the GoPro's strapped to my forehead, but yeah, that's a thing. A really fun 90s quirk. You've got this tiny little sun thing. And I gotta say, it somewhat comes in handy because I cannot see how many times the sun is just in this crack. So boom, super fun. But I understand why cars don't have that now because it's really kind of just silly and most of the mirrors are, yeah, anyway. Electronic controlled thing. Ignore the spot. I don't know what's up with that. Okay. Where to? Okay, also, forgive me, the speedo and RPM gauge do not work in this, so I have to pull up my own speedometer. But yeah, I say oh, let's get moving. How do I temps? The thermostat is really responsive. I don't know if it's just, I'm just unspoiled from 90s luxury, but really good. Like it. Now, I have no idea where I should go, but we're gonna find out. First gear is really short on this 5-speed. Stock exhaust, stock intake, I believe, but still got a nice sound. The Nissan energy is real, man. I don't know what's up with that. I feel like third and fourth are really close to each other, but that's probably just me. We've got manually controllable stereo stuff right there. And another odd thing with the stereo I noticed, when the stereo is on, if it will turn on, this thing has a 50-50 chance of working in this car. It doesn't want to work, but when the stereo does work and you have it on, I think there's like a wire that sits close to the trans or something, because around like 25 to 65% throttle on acceleration, it's got this super high-pitched squeal. Like if you're like over the age of 30, you probably can't hear it, but it's really weird and it's really like, it's fine, but it is something to be noted, but that's just how it is. But driving characteristics, it honestly kind of reminds me of a first gen 86. Now this car for its day was top of the line luxury, right? But compared to nowadays, this is like the lower class citizen right here, right? We've got single zone climate, like you can't even plug your phone in. What is this, right? But this was luxury for the day, so it means that we have this really interesting mix of raw feel because the technology was limited by its time, and like really good riding. So it's got all these super well refined driving dynamics, but in terms of like user experience, it's a bit more, yeah, it's a bit more just nice and neat, like just raw, yeah. Power band feels great. It's a NA, so it's really nice and linear, and you have to chase those revs if you're trying to pull power out of this thing. And it's not a powerful motor. It's 225 horsepower. I raced my friend in his SN95 New Edge Mustang, and I got wasted. We were doing first gear, and first gear, I will always say, is really short in this car, but that's just me. But yeah, it's not a fast car. I would assume it's slightly faster or on par with an 86. Like it's got groove, right? Like it's not slow, and it's got a lot of torque. Like when I'm oh my gosh, yeah, that's another thing. Sorry, one second, let me finish my thought. When we're cruising on the highway, we can be going like 80. Fifth gear, just give it more gas, it will move forward, dude. So don't really need to downshift to pass. It's really nice. But if you saw, I honked the horn just a little bit back in that roundabout. It's really dumb with this car because the horn is just right there. So like you can accidentally honk this thing all the time. I've done it like twice or 3 times. It's really lame, but that's the world we live in. So yeah, really nice cruising. It do the driving thing good. Like this is one of the better cars that you could like road trip across the country, which is exactly what I did when I bought this thing, because it was in Florida, and I am not in Florida. I am in mountain land. So it was a bit of drive, and was the 3-person road trip in a 2-door sports car a bad idea? Probably, but I did it, and it was awesome. Oh, this guy's stopping. The gears, I don't know if they're like only mildly helixical or something, or whatever the thing is where the gears are like cut on a curve, right? So it doesn't sound like a straight cut gear. If you don't know what straight cut gears sound like, just Google it, like a race car or something. They are loud, but like it's got a bit of a like a TIE Fighter sound to it. So I don't know if that's the gearbox. It's a W58. I don't know if it's a bearing going out, but it does it, and it's kind of cool sounding. Oh look, a 2nd gen SC. What are the chances? Wow. Old people energy. Holy moly. What, is he trying to follow me, I wonder? Nah. He's just going really slow. Gearbox is crunchy. I don't know what, like, I don't know if I'm just... This is the only manual car I've had real seat time in. So, I don't know if I don't know. Like, the shifts are somewhat crunchy, somewhat inconsistent, but it's really good. It's fine. Like, it's not detracting from the car in any way. It's just kind of like one of those old car things, probably. Or maybe it's just the manual trans, and I just don't drive stick in any other car. Reverse has a really cool lockout. I should have shown you in park. But when you're in 5th and you pull down, there's some sort of mechanical lockout that prevents you from going into reverse, which is really nice. And then once you pull it back to center and wiggle it, it will let you put it into reverse. This car corner is amazing. Like, it really does. But yeah, reverse gear lockout. A few of the reverse is sometimes hard to find. Same with, I don't know, that might be it actually. But yeah, that is a thing. First gear is also really hard to get into unless you're going really slow. I don't know if that's just the nature of old trans, or again, manual stuff and me being dumb. But yeah, I would take it in the canyon, but it's raining, it's pretty wet out. I don't want to kill myself. This is a heavy rear-wheel drive car, but honestly, if you're not giving it beans, it's not gonna flip out on you. Like, yeah, it's really well composed. my turn? No, he's going. My ex lives down there. She's a horrible person. Open diff in this SC300. I don't think any of these first gen SCs had an LSD, which is really unfortunate, but that's just how it is. Which means that if you're trying to get loose, you're mostly just gonna look like an idiot, because you're just gonna go in hard and the inside wheel is just gonna light up and that's it. But like I have been able to step it out a tiny bit, and I can see why this is a good chassis. Like it says, it's a bootleg Supra chassis, right? Well, the Supra was based on this chassis. But yeah, I really should talk more about driving dynamics. Yeah, okay, yes. So, back on driving dynamics. This car, again, feels like an 86. Oh, gotta love my scuffed manual driving. But, reminds me of an 86, because I have driven an 86, not for long, first gen and second gen. I can't even remember how the second gen drove, just because it was kind of forgettable. Just because it just felt like an car but sports, right? Oh. Oh. The fear is real, man, of going out backwards. Like, and like, I just feel, ever since I got this car, I feel like every SUV is just trying to challenge me, because they're all just in the rear view mirror. But yeah. Oh, that's another thing. Mirrors, side mirrors, pretty small. Rear view mirror, the back window is so big that you will not be able to fit it into one position. So you just kind of gotta pick where that mirror is. Whew. Oh, there goes my phone. Sir, do you have any idea how fast you're going? No, my phone's right there. But it's enjoyable. It's like an 86 and a Mark V Supra had a baby. Well, more just maybe just a Mark IV Supra. But it's got that playful, raw, just to it. But it's also got more of a, I am about doing the thing and doing it right, you know? Like in the Canyon, I love the overly plush suspension. And let me tell you, well, first of all, it's well dampened. It's not badly done, but oh yeah. Yeah. But like all the bumps in the road, it's just a cloud. It is so smooth. It's not about like it's so weird to be in a car that's all about like performance driving and like canyon carving, but it's just so smooth. Like they're usually super rough, so it's kind of fun to have this kind of like super chill like style to it. But yeah, it's really fun. Steering is pretty direct. Off center's pretty good. I think my rack and pinion leaks and the pinion needs to be replaced. So I am not the judge of steering feel, but it's good. It's not bad. It's still got that tomfoolery nature of an 86, but more let's drive discipline to it. So really good daily as a result. It's like really good Davey, it's a really good anything car, honestly. It can kind of do it all. First gear, coast really slow, which is really nice because I hate probably about 50 right there. It's always the trucks, man. It's always the trucks. Check this out. Bro wants to go. I smell oil. It does burn oil too, so something you gotta keep in mind. I should probably check the oil level. Just trying to think if there's anything I forgot. It's got power seats, lumbar on the driver's side. I don't think it does on the passenger side. Oh yeah, reverse gear is straight cut, which if you're with friends, it's just a fun time. You can just go backwards like 20 miles an hour. Just funniest sounds, really fun. But downsides of owning this car, I don't know. It's old. You gotta take care of it. Like, you can't, like, I'm just reminded of people who don't understand what take care of it means. But you just gotta look after it. Like, fix stuff when it breaks. Don't let things pile up. You will have a very reliable car. Hood, I can only see about half of the hood, but it feels really small. So like back there, first of all, there is no visibility problems. Only thing that is on this level is visibility is my friend's convertible with the top down. Like, the visibility of this thing, so good. No blind spots. It is Lexus. It's playful. Like, it's not super fast. It knows what it is. It's happy with what it is. But if you wanted to, you can make the 350 horsepower easy, you know? So yeah, it's really a pretty fantastic car. It is definitely an old person car, especially in this jade green tan interior spec. I would not suggest using this as a first date car. Well, says me, but it definitely visually an acquired taste, especially with this first generation that does not have the OEM wing. The wing definitely helps with the aesthetic of this car. Clutch engagement, it feels a little long. Oh, that's pretty high in the revs. I think we're slipping back there. Clutch engagement, a little long. It's pretty high in the travel, so you don't have to put your foot in it at all to get the clutch to engage. It's really close to the top of the pedal, which is really nice because the Focus RS, total opposite. It's all at once and it's all at the bottom. Oh my gosh, can I even turn right? I need to turn right, bro. I'm not turning right, probably. Well, I will go straight then, because that is not worth it. Dude, it is pretty hard to drive and POV talk camera at the same time. Actually, let's see if we can get just a little step out in this parking lot, just a little bit, because I'm curious. Just like one swerve. Oh yeah. Dude, I can't keep my train of thought. It's too hard to drive and stuff. But clutch engagement off the top, really nice. Shifter feel, nice. It's not bad. No, it's just a shifter, you know. Nah, it wants to hold pretty good. yeah. I think you'd need an LSD to get this car into real trouble, but also don't mind the front and creak. It's fine. So yeah, it drives like, yeah. If you need, essentially, I would think of this car as like a Toyota 86, first gen, second gen, whatever it may be. It's just fun, man. Like, it's a nice car to throw around. It drives really nicely. So if you want just a nice driving car that's like it's a beefy car. These drive really solidly. So if you want a nice driving car that's just like a bit more focused, well, I don't even know, because I haven't driven an 86 much. If you want like a focused 86, I don't even know if that's the right way to say it, but you want to go down, you want to go really good. I think this might be the car for you. The manual trans ain't half bad, you know. Like, I mean, I think these like W58s. I know a lot of people talk trash about these transmissions, so you might want to watch out for that. But pull in right here just to end it. But yeah, I've got to drive home now. But if you want like an 86, like just a really good beefy driving car that just like, it's fun to drive, it's really nice, it's a bit of a mix-up, it's not your everyday normal thing, it drives really light, it drives way lighter than it is, so it's really enjoyable in that sense. But I would say it's a pretty good car for the money. I picked this up for 8 grand. I don't know if you would spend holy moly, I'm dying. Yeah, I don't know if it's worth spending like 15K on one of these because of just, it's the bootleg, it's the other Mark IV, right? But I would say if you can get these for like sub 86 money, I would say it's pretty good. I'd think of it as just a different Toyota 86. So yeah, I would say that is my thoughts and review of the Lexus SC300. I hope you enjoyed, and yeah, that's about it. Are you gonna hit me? Okay, no, probably not. But yeah. Peace out.